Alrighty, so we're up to Dixit 4, which actually interesting. Dixit is the only game we own that doesn't play two players. We do actually have a copy of Dixit, mostly because it's just a really good game to have around, just in case, on the odd chance, we get some muggles coming to the house and we need something to entertain them. And Dixit is just a guaranteed surefire hit for anybody. Such a wonderful game, any age, but really, that's all we use it for because we don't really have any kind of regular group to play it with, so I certainly don't need a Dixit 4. As much as I'd like it because it's so nice, so smart, but just doesn't make sense for us to get. Okie doke, Looney Labs. Flux! Okay, moving on. Dungeon Twister, the card game. This one looks very... Well, actually, I don't really know that much about it. I haven't paid much attention, as I wasn't too terribly worried because Dungeon Twister itself is such a good, solid game. And, it might as well be a card game to begin with because, those tiles, they're relatively small and you twist them around. Those could just as easily be cards. And I'm assuming that's what this is. This is pretty much the same game. You got a dungeon. Looks like it says, 2x2 dungeon. And you're trying to move your guys across. And you can twist the dungeon. So it's probably roughly the same game, but I would bet probably really streamlined so it can play in less than 30 minutes and just be a bit simpler game because Dungeon Twister can be a pretty heavy, meaty game. So that's all win to me. I mean, I would definitely love to. And in fact, I think I could have. I got an email last night that there is actually, you can get it in UK right now, and it was only like £10. I got to look into that, because if that's the case, I'm going to try and get one of those ordered before Jen leaves the UK next week. I got to look into that, so I got to finish this stuff. Let's move. Let's go. Ludonaut, Lewis and Clark. This looks gorgeous. Look at that board. That is so colorful, and actually kind of reminds me a lot of Stone Age board. A lot, in fact. But anyway, the thing that really bodes well about this game is the 1 to 5 players, because I find, this is like true for all of you Rosenberg games, that if you can play this by yourself, I guess that's actually a red flag for some people, because if you can play it by yourself and have a good time, that probably means it's a little bit more multiplayer solitaire than some people like. But Jen and I love multiplayer solitaire. We love nothing more than having a really good, solid puzzle of a game to figure out and to master and bend to our will. And we just sit at the table and we both do that. We kind of do it independently. We don't have to hit each other. We don't have to beat each other up. It's good to be aware of what the other player's doing. But sometimes even if we have almost no interaction at all, we'll still interact. I mean, everybody says, "There's no interaction in this game." Well, if you feel that way, why do you play board games at all? You're sitting at a table together. Of course you can interact. Maybe just because the mechanics of the game don't allow it doesn't mean you can't interact. You're not playing a game online with your PlayStation without a mic. You're sitting right there at the table. Interact. Jen and I, we interact plenty. We talk about what we're doing. We talk about what the other person's doing. So anyway, very excited about Lewis and Clark. Looks beautiful. Love that it can play one player, not because I plan to play it solo, but because that probably makes it a stronger game that we will enjoy all the more. Little Prince, Make Me a Planet. This looks like a very good game, and a lot of people think wrongly, I don't know why, that this is a game. But it's not. It's actually apparently a very good set collection tile laying game that just happens to be based on a kid's book franchise. But apparently it's actually a really solid game, very enjoyable. So I'm really looking forward to this. I would really, even Eric Martin likes it. He likes it so much he had to put his own face on the entry. Look how much he likes this game. And $28, I mean, definitely, I think this would be one worth checking out if you don't already have it. This will be the first time it's available in the States. $28, probably plays good with families. Definitely an interesting one. Okay. Nobody wants to say this word, but I will say it. It's shiteno. Although probably in Japanese it's probably shiteno or something like that. To get away from the first 4 letters. Actually, we had this game about a year ago because it's been out in Europe for quite a while. And in fact, we liked it a lot. Thought it was a really smart game. The problem was it was almost too smart for us. And so we did trade away because we liked the game a lot, loved the systems and mechanisms, but man, the AP, the analysis paralysis this thing generated for us was just backbreaking. Because the game itself, this isn't the only game that does this. It was the first one we'd played like this, where whoever's turn it is, they get dealt several cards, and then they have to divide those cards up into, in a 2-player game, 2 groups, and then the other player gets to take whichever group of cards they want. And so when you're actually having to do that, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I break this up so that I'll get the card I want, without giving them the card they want, because you can see exactly what everybody needs. And it's a very, very tight, very tense area control game. A good a area control game that works well for two, which is very rare. So, I mean, the actual decision, when you're actually having to figure out how to dole out those cards, it is just like, it is a daunting mental challenge. And, because it really kind of wore us down. I mean, like I said, I just don't think we were smart enough for this game. But it's a very good game. I definitely recommend looking at it. Give it a try. Definitely try a demo of it, because it's really good. And it gives you the excuse to say shit if you like it in a totally in Bart Simpson kind of way. Ooh, this is another one that is almost a guaranteed must-buy on the spot. Don't care. Don't need to read reviews. Don't need to demo it at all. I mean, actually, I think, yeah, there's a picture. Look at this. Here, it's a is it cooperative? Yes, it is. It's a cooperative game. We are working cooperatively, trying to save people in life rafts from the Titanic as it sinks. And as you can see, it's actually a book. And as the game goes on, you keep turning the pages. You can see we're at hour 10, or no, we're at 10 minutes in right there. And we keep turning the pages, and it sinks more and more and more, and there are fewer spaces as it starts going down for people to be safe. And my God, how thematic is that? How perfect is that? I cannot wait to play this game. I am so excited about it. Never mind the fact that big hitter names as designers of it, but it just looks like such a smart approach. Haven't seen anything like it. And then the other thing, I could have sworn I read this somewhere. I haven't seen it since, that they were actually going to have names of people on the cards. I can imagine if they do that, Jen's going to might start having a hard time with it, because she'd start getting attached and start actually really feeling it when she fails to save somebody. But me, I love that. I love actually a game that can actually engender an emotional response, an emotional connection to some cardboard and paper. So I'm super stoked about this. This is almost a must buy. Is it for sale? And it's for sale. Oh wait, oh no, nope, it's for sale. It's Spiel. Excellent. So I'm definitely getting a copy of this game. Oh, plus it looks like the price is very, very reasonable. So this game looks awesome. Cannot wait for this. Super, super excited. Alrighty. Werewolves game. 8 players. Nope. Matagot. Ooh. Matagot, or Matagot, I'm not quite sure. They make really high production, high quality games. And this one, when I was talking about with Underground, back at the beginning, I love a game that's about a particular place and time that will teach me about what it was like to be there, about what the people in that place and time faced and what they felt and what they thought. And it puts me in the mindset like I am there. I am having to deal with the problems they dealt with. I absolutely love that. There's so few games that really do it, and I suspect this is going to be one of them. Then you can just read the description here. And let's see, it's going to be at Spiel. You're demoing it. I don't even think I need to demo. I think this is probably going to be one I'm really going to seek out, because I just love the idea behind it. All right, so Origin. I would need to read this again. So I remember reading this thinking, hey, that sounds pretty cool. I should check it out. And it looks quite nice. But again, I generally am kind of opposed to area control games with 2 players. But something about this one, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what it is. And I'm not going to make you watch me read this TLDR. Too long. Let's see. 3 actions. New piece. The piece sharing 3 characteristics. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's about the height. It's about how the pieces have various heights, and that determines relative. And so yeah, it is a straight up area control thing, but that tactile thing, that physical thing, that just looks sweet and lovely, and I really want to give this a try. I really want to demo this game. It's coming out at Spiel, demo at Gencon. This would be another one. I don't know how many games I've said now that I'd want to demo, but this is one too. All right. Oh, Takenoko. Well, Anton Bauza has done a lot for the industry. I mean, gotta thank him for 7 Wonders, and for Hanabi, and for Ghost Stories, but not for Takenoko. I mean, Takenoko, really, I wanted to love that game so much, but oh my gosh, it is such a game for kids. It is a kid's game. It should say that here. Does it say that here? I don't think it does. But it really strikes me as a game that he designed to play with his kids, because there's just nothing here for 2 adults to play, and we really wanted to like this game. It was so pretty, but it was just so shallow. So shallow. But if we did have a family, wow, 180-ish. Well, I guess this question of how good a parent are you? Because I guarantee your kids will love this game. They will love it. They will love moving around the big panda and the Shaggy-esque gardener and building. I mean, when you play this game and it's laid out in front of you, it's such a treat, a visual treat. And of course, this is just going to take it to the next level. But that is, wow, 180. You got to really love your kids for that. But anyway, so that's Takenoko. Asgard Shun, I had ignored it. I had ignored this earlier as a deck building game because I had read and I thought it was very much a, hey, I'm building my deck so I can attack and destroy you, which again is not what we're generally interested in, particularly at 2 hours, 2-hour game, crazy. But it was just the other night I noticed that I said co-op. I didn't read that in the description, but then there was I wonder if it says here. Oh yeah, by the way, it also comes as a solitaire and a 2-player co-op. And oh, hello, way to bury the lead. That's what I want to hear about. Tell me about the co-op. But, I am worried because it almost kind of sounds like it's an afterthought. But if it's a good 2-player co-op, I'm interested in this. And hey, it's demoing. So this would be a good time to find out. And Downfall of Pompeii, this has always seemed like a very cool, very neat game. And finally it's going to be able to get it. Just the idea of it just sounds really neat. The whole, hey, there's a volcano, it's exploding, lava is traveling through the streets, everybody's trying to get out of the city, but you're redirecting lava to hit the other players' people, and you're throwing people into the volcano. It just sounds silly fun. Jen, I love Joe versus the Volcano, and I imagine when we play this, we will often say, take me to the volcano! Joe versus the Volcano, awesome, awesome, awesome movie. And then Global Mogul. This looks really good too. Hardly anything known about it, but a few people have played the prototype and said it's really good. And Jen and I love a good, captains of industry economic simulation. We love, where is it? I saw it earlier, Ground Floor. Great, great game. And if there's another game out there that lets us, captain big multi-billion-dollar worldwide, corporations, great. Tell me more. Tell me more. I would like to know. So that's going to be there. Would really love to give that one a try too. Oh, and it's for sale. Oh, wow. Stupid Gencon. And then Catan. Hey, you know what? 3 players. Sorry. Even though it's Star Trek, nothing to be done. And, Garden Dice. We actually got this kickstarted because I knew Jen would like it because rolling dice is fun and it's building a garden. And what's really cool about this game is, it's a shared garden. It's like a shared plot of land we're both planting. But if you're smart about how you lay your plants out, based on you roll dice and that becomes your grid coordinates where you can play plants. But if you're smart about the types of plants and the plants you lay out, you can benefit that when your opponent has to water their plants to score points and let them grow and stuff like that, the water runoff can come to where your plants are and you automatically get a free watering. So it's a really clever game, really smart. We like it a lot. And hey, it's an expansion. Probably a must-buy. Only $15. Why not? That'll be something to get to. Okay, let's stop there because I'm getting up to... Again, I just don't trust this thing much over 10 minutes. I don't want to... Anyway, I'll be back shortly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.